It is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're gonna be ranking each and every one of the seasons in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. So this video is not ranking the season rewards. So it's not like we're ranking, how is Allen Iverson compared to KG for their respective seasons. We're going to be ranking the seasons as a whole. Now, the player represents the season. For example, Carmelo Anthony represents the entire season 1, KG the entire season 2, AI the entire season 3, Yao season 4, and then you just work your way up from there. So these are the different seasons that we did see throughout NBA 2K22 MyTEAM, starting with season 1, obviously working our way up to season 8, season 9. So, normally I do S through, D or F. This is going to be a little different. So this season is going to be the best season. We might have a couple, but we'll see. This is going to be above average. This one we're just going to delete entirely, B. I just don't think that is necessary. This one's going to be below average. And then the last season is going to be the worst, okay? So, might see a couple for the worst, a couple for the best, but we're going to try to, for the most part, make this decently equal. So, starting off with season 1. Again, this is not Carmelo Anthony. We're talking about season 1. You gotta have season 1 going down as the best. Now, I'm going to go to 2K database for a lot of this, but here we go. Let's just start with this season 1 rewards. We had Carmelo Anthony, who was absolutely incredible. Wilt Chamberlain was very solid for a, obviously, MyTEAM Unlimited reward. Booker for Limited was actually ended up being decent. Glenn Robinson was solid. Now, the token rewards weren't great, but everything else I would say was solid. Even Rondo for the, I think it was the exchange, maybe not, was solid. Kyrie for the token. From the tokens, literally ran the game for a while. The problem was literally 1 week into the game, we saw Dikembe Mutombo that could shoot. Now, this kind of broke the game a little bit. He was good, but it's not like Pink Diamond Wilt couldn't compete with him. Wilt did some things even better than him. So, obviously, Mutombo was good. The rest of the content, I would say, was okay, not great. Obviously, I love Vince Carter, but we really only saw content 2 times a week. It was a good start to the game. I will say it was nothing crazy outside of that Dikembe Mutombo. But the rewards were solid. And in general, I think as far as a season to get things started, it was really, really good. Then we saw season 2. And season 2, I think, might be the best season we've had. Now, it's between season 1 and season 2, in my opinion. Let's start with this. Level 40 reward KG. A lot of people might not have loved him. He was very good in my team. Gary Payton literally ran the game at the point guard position for quite some time. Gervin was not great. John Morant for Limited was okay, not great. Saw collector level rewards obviously there too. Signature series signed and stuff, I didn't mind it. It was okay. We saw some decent players. Paul Silas in Triple Threat was really, really solid as well. This was the season in which we also did see the alter ego set in. The alter ego was kind of cool, in which we had masked cards, unmasked cards. That was kind of a cool concept in general. Outside of that, the glitch David Robinson, Klay Thompson literally ran the game. But there really wasn't too much else. We did see our, Mystic Giannis this season too. But outside of the alter ego and just great rewards, we saw basically daily content. Now, even if it is moments, agendas, whatever else, daily content was fire. I don't care what anybody says. We saw content way more in season 2 than we did in season 1. And for me, that's enough to at least put it on the same playing field, at least equal. Season 3, in general, this is when we saw Clutch Time. Now, did I like Clutch Time as a mode? Yes. And because of Clutch Time, you could argue Season 3 was your favorite season because we saw Clutch Time. Is it the worst season? Probably not, at least because of Clutch Time. But if you look at the content we got, let's start with this. AI is level 40 is absolutely dog water. Damn Marley is Limited is okay. Clutch Time Damon, Michael Red, that's fine. Draft Drummond, pretty bad. Jays Richardson Unlimited, pretty bad. Ascension Cliff Hagan is pretty bad too. In general, there's nothing day 1 that we saw that's like, wow, and then you just keep moving on. Yes, we saw content a little bit at the start of the season, but look at this season 3. NBA 75 players were horrible. Domination for Manu was horrible. Yes, we saw Pink Diamond, Kobe, and Magic. Tis the season was okay, but you got to realize this is Christmas time. We're expected to get great content during Christmas time, and it wasn't much else. And to make matters worse, we saw Big Country, Bryant Reeves, as well as Keith Van Horn, just horrible players added to Triple Threat. We saw this absolute mess of a New Year's resolution set in which, Zion and Luka dropped. Neither one of them were very good. It was just not a great time in my team. I mean, this, you saw moments of the month, DeMar DeRozan, but I guess the dentist came too. But in general, I just feel like Season 3 was not great in my team, and definitely a big letdown after Season 1 and Season 2. Then we get to Season 4, and I really thoroughly enjoyed Season 4. I mean, you start by giving us a Yao Ming card, as well as everybody loved Reggie Lewis. Now, was Reggie Lewis as good as a lot of people thought in clutch time? No. But he was still a very solid clutch time reward, and not many people are going to argue about that. Also saw Shea in Limited. Was Shea great? No. The big thing to take away is Mo Lucas in Ascension was elite. I don't care what anybody says. We finally got an elite Ascension reward in Mo Lucas. Granger was very solid in my team in Limited. We saw Kazi Russell in Triple Threat, who honestly didn't get as hyped up as he should have. So just from a reward perspective, absolutely incredible. Content, I feel like, did take a step back maybe, but we did see a good B set. They went from, releasing near daily content to, we only saw it a couple of times a week. But at least when we saw it in Season 4, at least at the start of Season 4, it was fire. Now, obviously, when you get to the Monte Ellis, the Wilt Chamberlain drops, I mean, even the limited edition, those drops weren't anything crazy. But in general, I do think Season 4 was a big step in the right direction. In my opinion, it was not a great season, but I think it was an above average season, especially with Yao Ming as far as the level 40 rewards. So next up, we saw Season 5. This is when I think things took a turn, and a lot of people are going to like Season 5, and the reason they're going to like Season 5 is obviously because we did get the Power Within set. Now, the Power Within set was absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like, the set we got within it was fantastic. And the Power Within was a cool concept. But look at these rewards. I mean, Ray Allen, not good. Boogie Cousins, not good. Sean Kemp was okay. Big Z was horrible. Rip Hamilton was not good. Cincy Powell was overhyped and he was not good. Lowry in Ascension. Rayford in Triple Threat. Mo Pete was okay. Millsap was okay in Domination. But in general, these rewards were not great. And so, obviously, you got the Power Within set. But look beyond the Power Within set, okay? This is when we saw the lock-ins. And the lock-ins were okay, but it was nothing crazy. Signature Series for Luka obviously was great. A lot of people are going to remember these drops. And a lot of people are going to remember Power Within. You got, Kawhi, Shaq first week. Okay, great. Then on the Tuesday, we saw Dwight and Clay. People are going to like that. Then the next Friday, we saw Luka, D-Rob, Rudy. People are going to like that. Then the Tuesday, we got obviously a lot of content because we saw moments. I think it was February moments of the month, Ja Morant. But then you got obviously Cedric and Chris Mullin. But if you did not have a lot of empty, it was tough. Obviously, Hakeem was good too. Maxed Out, just not a good set. Nobody really likes Maxed Out. The Triple Threat, obviously, Jeremy Grant was okay. But we really did not see that much content this season. Obviously, the Bracket Busters Spotlights was a W in general, obviously, for Ralph. But the problem was Kareem came right before him, and Ralph wasn't nearly as good. So it was fine. I think in general, season 5 was a fine season. I just don't think we got that much content. And maybe that's me. But in general, I just feel like the content, Super Packs add-ons were not great. And in general, I just think Season 5 was okay. I'm not sitting here saying it was horrible. It was okay. The rewards were just, in my opinion, below average. And because of that, guys, I think I gotta put Season 5 a little lower than a lot of people would have it. A lot of people would have, Season 5 probably higher than me. But I might go below average with Season 5. A lot of it has to do with daily content, and I just don't think we got enough of it. As far as Season 6 is concerned, was Josh Giddey great by any means? No. But you talk about Albert King, James Worthy was good. Then you go Bob Nedelecki, who was solid. Okay, then obviously Dumas wasn't great. Willis Reed, okay. Bradley Beal, not great. The Kemba and the token rewards was fine. But when you get to Season 6, rewards were solid. Nobody can argue that. Bob Nedelecki was great. Obviously, Josh Giddey was okay. Not great. I'm not going to sit here and say he was great. King and James Worthy were pretty solid. I mean, I don't think many people are going to argue against that. And so we did see a lot of solid rewards. Now, the big thing with Season 6 was the Richard Jefferson grind. Pardon me. Now, the big thing for that is we got daily content. And these gold players were fun to grind for and fun to use. It wasn't a long grind, but it was a fun grind. And it just kept people going. We also saw the addition of takeoff packs in which you had an equal chance to pull players. Now, all these players were pretty solid as well. And we literally saw content twice a week, pack content. but we saw players every day of the week, and it got fun at the end, right? Obviously, we got Ben Simmons out, Invincible Dirk, in this season. But when it got to the end, we saw Robert Covington. We saw, another diamond, and then we got to the pink diamonds, Latrell Sprewell, But it was fun to see the new free cards that we ended up getting. And ultimately, the grind was worth it for Richard Jefferson. Now, the playoff moments, I gotta admit, guys, I am not a fan of the playoff moments. Now, if you guys were a fan of the playoff moments, that is okay. There's nothing against it. But in general, what goes down for this season to me, in general, is the takeoff packs and the Richard Jefferson grind. I love both of those. I think Season 6 was a step above Season 5, in my opinion. Then we get Season 7. Now, Return of Heroes. Is this a great set? Is it a great season? I mean, look, Fernando was very good in clutch time. You saw Michael Finley in Unlimited, who a lot of people liked. But the big thing for me was the fact that we got Anthony Edwards, who was just not good as a level 40 reward. And I don't care what a lot of people say. Ant was just not great. Now, one thing I did like the entire season was every week we had an exchange that you could lock in, or you basically could get for free. You had to play a bunch of triple threat online, triple threat offline, but you could get the card for free. Combine that with we really did see 2 good content drops every single week. We saw a Swish set, and then obviously we would see on the Friday, the promo or whatever. We also saw the Joel Embiid grind. Now, was Embiid worth it? No, but we saw a free Manute Bol, who again, for his time, was really good. This was the season we got free Bob McAdoo, free Malik Sealy, who a lot of you guys remember. And so, you got a lot of these cards for cheap. Even like a Galaxy Opal or Chris Mullin was available in this Return of Heroes set. We also saw new Evos, which, look, was it great? No, but, new Evos obviously do help. And so, in general, guys, I think the Swish set, I actually liked it. Again, the equal chance part of it, I liked. I liked the fact that we had, weekly exchange rewards. This season, it was good. I gotta admit, Season 7 was good. And so I think it is above average. I think, when you ask me, was Season 7 better than a Ray Allen season or the AI season? I absolutely think so. I think Season 7 and Season 6 are pretty comparable. We're going to wrap this video up short and sweet. The worst 2 seasons we saw were Season 8 and Season 9. They were horrible, man. When we got Kobe and Shaq packs, I guess I didn't realize that this would be all we would get for the rest of the game. And I just didn't like it. Rewards outside of Chris Webber and Mark Eaton were horrible. Yes, those cards were good. But like Invincible Grant Hill was just horrible. We saw 10 times of every player. It just was not fun. Season 8 was horrible. We saw Season 8 sets, which was horrible in general. Season 8 was horrible. Combine that with Season 9, us getting 0 new players, all repetitive rewards. Literally could spend $15 on the game and complete Season 9. So, look, Season 8, Season 9, obviously the worst. I feel like, anywhere from, I feel like Allen Iverson season might belong here, or Ray Allen deserves to be up. But that would be the only thing I personally might do. I really don't mind any season outside of Season 3, Season 8, and Season 9. Those are by far the worst. Season 3, with the addition of Clutch Time, again, you could argue higher. That's why he's out of the worst season. But I need to know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what season I am too high on, too low on, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new to it. As always, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.